They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
John.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you.
This is indeed a disturbing universe.
Hello, greetings, and welcome. Welcome to the Stereo 999 YouTube channel. I am your host, the artist formerly known as Stereo Steve. And here we are in the middle of October. And about a month ago, I was talking about September of 2011 and some kind of significance and superstitions in my personal life. Well, long story short, 2011 was an intense year. You know, besides the radio station KUSF being shut down, I went through a lot of personal stuff. And October especially was difficult. But I was thinking, 2011, again, you know, no ideas. I mean, I'm just recording this just right now, but I was thinking, I wonder if I can look up what my top albums I listened to on Last FM were for 2011. In case you don't know, Last FM is a website that kind of spies on what you listen to on your computer and makes charts out of it. And it's pretty handy for quantificating this abstract thing, which is music. But anyway, I was looking at the top albums I was listening to on my computer in 2011, and I got kind of a top 30. I'm going to just go down 1 through 10 this week. And most of this is stuff that I used to fall asleep to back then. Not all of it, but a good amount of it. But we will see. I'm just going to get right into it. Number one, and number one, I'm just going to jump straight to number one. This is a band called Cargo, and it's on the Ardent label, which was the label Big Star was on. But this band Cargo, I think they were from Oklahoma, but you know, they kind of had that power pop like Big Star, but with a little bit more kind of hippie rock, southern rock kind of influence, and just beautiful. I don't know, is that Eggleston that took this photo? But really nice cover art. But I was totally stoked to find this on eBay back then. And I found it digitally and listened to it a lot on my computer as well. So this was my most played album of 2011 was Cargo. Look up their song, Feel Alright. Okay, number two, I'm sure I fell asleep to this. This is Undercurrents in Dark Water by Oyuki Conjugate. And Undercurrents was their first album, which on vinyl is a holy grail that I've never found. But In Dark Water is this kind of bonus stuff that's mostly piano. I don't know if you're going to be able to see on this CD, but there's kind of a lenticular reflecto kind of effect with this piece here, this front piece. But yeah, just nice percussive, dark, ambient music. They are still doing stuff. They're still doing stuff. They put out something this year that I was listening to on streaming. So yeah, anything by Oyuki Conjugate, if you like that percussive, dark ambient stuff. Okay. Number 3, not for sale. Songs from the Hill by the Wind Harp. And this again was something I was falling asleep to. And it's literally like the wind blowing through the strings of this harp. And that's the whole double album. Just like, it's eerie. I mean, it looks, you know, it looks pretty hippie, you know, with this font and these pictures. But it's pretty eerie, sinister sounds that the Wind Harp makes. Okay, speaking of dark ambient, this is Ambient 4 on Land by Brian Eno. This was the 4th in his ambient series, and this is probably the darkest ambient record. A lot of low frequency sounds. And also, there is a diagram on the back cover of how to set up 3 speakers to get kind of a quick surround sound. And I've tried this 3 speaker thing, and it is really interesting. It's really interesting. If you play a mono record, you will only hear like the scratches and none of the music in the 3rd speaker. There was also times where I found kind of little hidden stuff coming out of the 3rd speaker. But anyway, for more details on that, look it up on the internet yourself. Okay, next. And this one I fell asleep to a few times, but it also was good listening when I was awake. This is Sun Ara. Sun Ara, who was actually a project of Cameron Stallone's out of Austin, Texas in the early 2010s, but this is the double album On Patrol from Sun Ara. Real dubbed out, trippy sounds. Kind of experimental, but in kind of a lo-fi kind of way. It's like dub music, psych rock, but just kind of like your head is underwater listening to it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, number 6, going down my chart of 2011 listening. Exposure by Robert Fripp, which I briefly talked about last week, but this was the album he put out around 1980 that was kind of leading up to putting King Crimson back together. He did this album and produced Peter Gabriel's second solo album and produced Sacred Songs by Daryl Hall. And it was his intention to release them all at the same time, so it'd be a trilogy, but each record was on a different label, so there was no way that was going to happen. But yeah, so this is the precursor to the Discipline era King Crimson, with a lot of notable guests on it, including Peter Hamill, Daryl Hall, like I said, Peter Gabriel. But yeah, good stuff here. All right. Number 7, Screaming Fields of Sonic Love by Sonic Youth, which I listened to lots of them back then and still today. Got a lot of interesting Sonic Youth items in my collection. So this is the Australian CD of Washing Machine, which also includes the Screaming Fields of Sonic Love, which is a best of their early stuff. Includes that as a bonus disc, and then it flips around and has the Washing Machine album. Both in a package like this. Geffen Tour de Force. So this is interesting little collectible Sonic Youth item. Okay. And number 8, another record that brings back a lot of good memories. This is the reggae classic Augustus Pablo's Eastman Dub with the Rockers International Band. And pretty much any Augustus Pablo record, he plays the melodica, which is like a little keyboard thing that you blow into. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Okay, we're getting into this stretch here. Number 9, Venus and Mars by Paul McCartney and Wings. And the tension mounts, we score and out, so yeah. But yeah, Magneto and Titanium Man, listen to what the man said, rock show. This was the follow-up to Band on the Run. Yeah, I've earned my wings, my vested wings. All right, and number 10, getting back to Eno. This is classic music for films by Eno. And I just want to point out that this is the original running order, because he, when he reissued it, this is the one that's on Antilles, but when he reissued this on EG editions, he changed the order of the tracks. And the way you can tell, on the originals, the first track is M386, and on the reissue, the first track is Aragon. Yeah, this is what I had first, so I'm just used to it starting with M386. So I don't know, but I got them both. It's all good. So yeah, that's albums 1 through 10 of my top listening from 2011. All right.
911 is not a working number for your area. For emergencies, hang up a moment and dial your operator.
What connects these two movies with this 45? What is the connecting thread? I'll tell you after the intermission. Okay, well, this is Tonight You Belong to Me by the precocious singing duo Patience and Prudence.
Now let me see if I remember correctly. You're Patience.
No, I'm Prudence. I'm 11 years old.
Huh? And you're,
I'm Patience. I'm 16. Patience, you're only 14. Well, I'm going to be 16.
You're not Patience, you're impatient.
And the song Tonight You Belong to Me was performed in the movie The Jerk by Steve Martin and Bernadette Peters. But the plot thickens The B-side of the single, A Smile and a Ribbon, was featured in the movie Ghost World.
Smile is something special, a ribbon is something rare. So I'll be special and I'll be there with a smile and a ribbon in my hair.
Of course, the song does not appear on the soundtrack album for some reason, but now you know. Okay then, that's my video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and peace.
That's it. I'm getting out of here.